Sunday night.
Are you okay? No, I just can't be arsed.
Tensions are rising.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know this beat, it's girl KylerB coming out with a new video. So today we're going to be talking about Love Island Season 9, Episode 12. But it's going to be called Episode 11. And this episode was basically Ron telling Lana that, yeah, he doesn't really want to explore anything with Ellie. He's going to like dead it right there. He just wants to be focusing on you. So then Ellie pulls him for a chat. And he's like, oh, I'll keep it open, you know, I'll be a fool not to just explore and see what's there, you know, da-da-da-da-da. But he just told Lana that, you know, there's no need because, you know, I just want to focus on you. So they thinking Tanya, Olivia and Lana thinking that Ron is going to go dead the situation. And he's over there basically telling Ellie like the door's still open. So when they come back, Lana's like, I'm not trying to be a third wheel. I'm not trying to be in the middle. I'm not trying to do all this stuff. So she just basically kind of like did it with Ron herself to basically say like she does not want to be involved if Ron doesn't know what he wants. So then Ellie pulls Tom for a chat. And, you know, Ellie's like basically poking Tom, basically asking him, you know, you see Zara speaking with Spencer, you know, does that make you feel some type of way? Da, 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 da. And Tom's like, you know, we're not exclusive. She's not my girlfriend. That's not my girl. Basically saying all that, basically just saying like, you know, like I'm fine to speak. She's fine to speak, da, 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 da. So, Zara is talking to Tanya, and Tanya is trying to basically tell her like, no, it's fine, like Tom is just being nice, you know, he doesn't really like, you know, Ellie like that. Like Tom talks to me and he, you know, obviously he doesn't come off like that at all. So I basically know that Tom is, you know, does really like you and this and this and that. So Zara's kind of still frustrated because she's just like, you know, you talked to Ellie twice and we haven't spoken and seen where your mind was at. So she just wants to get updated and debriefed. So Tom and her have a chat and, you know, she just basically tells Tom like why she feeling kind of like that. And, you know, she starts to cry because she's just like, you know, they should have been, you know, if he really likes her like that, they should be talking and stuff like that. So he was like, oh, is it squashed? Da, 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 da. And, you know, she's like, it's squashed. So next thing you know, they get a text. They send Tanya and Shaq to the hideaway. The hideaway looks nice. It's the layout. It has its own pool. All that. So they were in the hideaway while, you know, everybody's going through those situations right now. So they were unaware of what was going on. They're really in La La Land, like I said. So Tanya and Shaq come back. She basically says that her and Shaq did everything in the hideaway. So I was just like, okay. And then they basically get the, you know, debrief on what happened the night. So Ron basically says like how Lana basically ended it with him. So Shaq is like, you can't go and tell Lana that you're focusing on her and then come back and tell Ellie that we're gonna go explore things. Like, that's not how it goes. Like, you're in the wrong. Like, he basically hold Ron accountable because he was in the wrong. Like, he shouldn't be telling one person one thing and the other person another thing. So, you know, that was that. And then Ellie and Ron gets on a date. They have a date. They talked and chat for a bit. And basically the date just seemed like cordial. Nothing really much was happening. It seems like Ellie is basically turning her sights from Ron and shifting them to Tom. So she doesn't really feel like she's looking at Ron anymore, really. considering that she's knowing that Ron has a tendency to give these girls a little bit of attention, and then he's just gonna run back to Lana. So she was just like, I hope he doesn't do that. And then she realized that that's what he's basically gonna do. He's gonna like talk to you for a bit, but he's like, oh, my heart's with Lana, and go back to Lana. So then after that, Spencer and Olivia gets a text to go on a date. They go on a date, they chat, you know, they seem like they're like each other, da 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 da. So when Ron comes back from the date, he's just like, oh, Ellie was so flirty with me. She was like making digs at me and Lana's relationship, and I don't really like that. You know, I'm like my heart's with Lana, like I'm already I already know my decision, da 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 da. Ellie comes back and she's just like, you know, he left it open, you know, I left the decision to him, you know, I didn't really push forward for Ron like that because I talked to the other guys, da 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 da. So Ellie's like over here like, oh, Ron left it open-ended, and then Ron's over here like, oh, you know, I just already know my decision, I'm gonna go back with Lana and da 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 da. So, you know, night comes and Ron and Lana have a chat on the terrace, and, you know, they're chatting it up, and he basically, Lana's just like, oh, you know, she ended things, and, you know, Ron's over here like, yeah, my heart's with you, blah, 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 I really like you. And she's like, you know, we're gonna move back into, I'm gonna take that step forward. But if they take their step forward, why are they kissing? Like, if you ended with him and you're like, oh, cut ties, like, she just took him back with open arms. So it was like, was it really over or not? But obviously Ron and Lana are back together. So next thing you know, there was a Truth or Dare challenge, and everybody was basically doing Truth or Dare. So Ellie gets like the first dare, and she basically kissed Tom as, you know, the person that she seems as fit. Then Olivia gets a dare. She basically kissed the two people that she knows that they like her. She kissed Spencer and Tom. So it was just like the Truth or Dare game was just basically digs after Zara, after one another, which is digs. So then, you know, Tanya basically says that Will gave her the ick. Who else? Ellie picked Kai as the most boring. So it was just like there. So then finally we get to see Zara's turn. And Zara got to dare to kiss the person that's the most truthful and the one that's not. So she kissed Lana, and then she blows a kiss at Olivia for the not truthful one. So it was like, okay, it seemed like everybody seemed a little tense after that. So then Tom gets the dare. He, you know, basically has to pick the person that he likes for their face, body, and personality. So he picks Olivia for the face, Zara for the body, and Lana for the personality. Where he kind of just messed up, because if you don't like Zara's face and you're coupled up with her, like, what are you doing? Like, why are you picking Olivia for the face? He could have picked any other person, but you know Olivia likes you. So, and she definitely made it clear in kissing you and in the beach hut. So obviously we get to Sunday night's, you know, little preview.
All the girls picked Tom. Liv picked Tom like twice.
Tom's actually been really good to you.
What? So you're picking Liv's face? Hey, like, I'm not just a fucking booty to you. I came down tonight for no drama, and who gave me the drama? Him. If you don't like me, move from me.
And Zara was basically saying, like, she's not just a body, so she was upset because it was just digs after digs after digs to her in the Truth or Dare game. Like, you wouldn't realize it, but it was. So she was just taking it, just sitting there and whatnot. So then, you know, she's talking to Jesse, Lana, and I don't know who's at the side of her, maybe Tanya. So she's basically making her frustrations known. So I think Tom is like on the other side, and he can probably hear, because, you know, when Zara's mad, she speaks with some vim. So she's like, if you don't like her, move from her. So, but then Jesse had the audacity to say, oh, Tom is treating you so well, like da 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 da. But if Tom is entertaining every girl that comes in the villa, or not really shutting things down, or, you know, not making his feelings known for Zara to other people, and Zara's like, you know, they're solid, da 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 da. You know, even though it's early days, it's only like 10, 11 days in that villa. You know, Zara feels some type of way. And the thing is that Zara has a right to feel some type of way because they did all that. Like, I don't want to say it's that intentional, but they knew what they were doing. Like, especially the camera people, they know putting the camera on Zara every time somebody did something towards Tom, they know how Zara acts. But Zara had to endure all that in the little game, just like the little one thing that Olivia did in that one game. And I think Aaron even said that Zara talks behind people's backs. And so he basically put that in the game as well. So it was just a bunch of people just attacking Zara the whole game. So they were like asking her how she's doing, and then Jesse had to say, oh, Tom's treating you so well. So I feel like this can go either one or two ways. Zara blows up, and then Tom just feels like some type of way, and he's like basically like ends it with Zara, and then he moves to Ellie or Olivia. Or, you know, Zara blows up, and then I guess Tom realized that he made a mistake, basically picking her body instead of her face as what he liked the best or whatever. And, you know, they can patch things up, but it can go either two ways. She blows up, and then he thinks she's wrong for blowing up. And I'm just like, no, because if it was anybody else, they would be like, oh, I feel bad for you, da 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 da. Like, at first I was like, Zara, calm. But no, I can see that, like, they try to make Zara be the villain, and Zara's really just like, she's just chilling on Tom. Like, it's just Tom is the one who's like making his, you know, actions, you know, very confusing, which is just like, do you really like Zara? Do you really have a spark with her? Are you really good with her at this moment? Or are you still trying to find something else? So that's the thing. But we will see in Sunday night's episode. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, like the video, comment down below, you know, your thoughts, comments, and concerns, and you know, subscribe to my channel, subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace.